Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 17 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Almohads. And in the last episode I think I was able to finally get a few pieces or ceasefires with some people that were kind of annoyingly still at war with me, even though I'm just over it, you know. I'm kind of ready just to kind of, you know, be friends with everyone. But I think that for now I'm going to have to kind of concede the point that if my direct neighbors, my land neighbors such as the French and the Egyptians, if they really want to go to war with me, then there's nothing really I can do about that too much. I mean, I can smash their faces in and try to make them concede. I attempted to do that here in Egypt. I was able to take the province initially, and then they did counterattack, and they did beat me. So that was kind of a scary situation. In fact, it kind of is still a scary situation. If I can get a ceasefire, yeah, I'm going to try to get a ceasefire with the Egyptians and see if that's going to be enough for them. I kind of doubt that it is, just because they don't have anything else to do right now. They're not at war with the Turks, and they can't really expand past the Turks in either direction over here. So they're in kind of an awkward spot where it's just me, you know. It's not going to be the Turks, it's going to be me. If they wanted to build boats and attack the Byzantines, that would be fantastic, but as long as we're at war, I'm not going to let them have any boats. So sorry, guys. That's why we should get a ceasefire. Now, if we can get it, that'd be great. If they want to attack me, that would be a little bit scary, actually, because even though it's a really unbalanced force that they have, I mean, it's mostly just cav, right, and camels, I, at this point, have mostly archers left, and nothing really in the way of, like, decent infantry, especially spears. As far as spears, I just have this 77-man unit of Nubian spearmen, and then this 28-man unit of Muwahid foot soldiers, and that's it. So I did bring in my stack of peasants that I was kind of just hanging out here in Tunisia. I'm hoping that there's just the numbers will kind of make the Egyptians be like, oh no, we don't want to attack you, you know, not knowing that it's 5 units of peasants. Now, I do have this army as well. This was the army that was captured and then ransomed back to me. I can't move them this turn, so they're kind of stuck here in Algeria until next turn, and then I can bring them back to Cyrenaica to, you know, defend against the Egyptians. So it's a little bit awkward for sure. It looks like I did lose the governor of Morocco in that last battle as well, so I'm going to have to find someone else to be the emir of Morocco. So just give me a hot second while I take a peek around. Khalid ibn Omar, you will do, my man. 4 acumen, 1 piety, and 3 loyalty. That's just enough, even though there's only 3 men left in your unit. So hopefully Cyrenaica does not get attacked, or else I might end up losing my brand new governor of Morocco. But this is going to give an extra point of acumen, so it's going to be up to 5 now. Perfect. And then Morocco's sitting at a pretty healthy 1,021 income. Nice. And a lot of that is coming from the fur that I'm trading from here, or the hides. The hides. So, yeah, wonderful. Cool. That feels pretty good. Other than that, though, as you can see, my treasury is in the negatives. However, my income is finally almost up to 3 grand now. So this will be sorted out immediately during this end turn, and then I can start training and building things again. But for now, I will have to sit tight. A lot of this is due to the fact that my new Khalifa is pretty goddamn boss when it comes to being an administrator, because he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 acumen, which is really, really good. Now, one of his traits does come with a pretty bad thing, avarice, which is the +1, +2 acumen, which is good, but then -40 happiness, which is like really, really, really bad. And you would think that people would be unhappy paying high taxes or very high taxes and then having a ruler with -40 happiness. But it seems like people are still above 120 everywhere that I look. So that's good. And 120 is really the magic number, because in my provinces, it's not that big a deal, but in provinces that did not originally belong to me, such as the Spanish and the Aragonese, there could be a faction reemergence if the population loyalty drops below 120%. So that is going to be the kind of the magic number. Like, it's not 100, it's 120. You know, it's different in Cordoba and anything like south of Cordoba or east, because these are all my original provinces. But yeah, I need to make sure, like, even Portugal, well, I guess not, because they weren't attacked by anyone except for Italy, so, and Italy still exists, so I don't have to worry about a faction reemergence coming from them. But yeah, the Spanish, for sure, you know, had Castile and Leon, so I need to make sure that these provinces stay above 120%. And then even, I think, did Aragon, did they have Navarre? I can't remember. I'm getting my campaigns mixed up. But in any case, that's going to be the magic number. Now, the French, I mean, they have a lot here, don't they? But I still think that my armies are decent enough in the north. Obviously, Navarre's a little bit lesser held than Aragon, but I mean, there's nothing really I can do about it right now just because I can't afford any troops. So I'm going to see, I'm going to just keep trying. Like, maybe if I can get a ceasefire with the French. Actually, no, not yet. I want to kill your boat first. Speaking of which, yes. So I'm going to bring this boat. Yeah, I think I was kind of at the end of this turn. Because here's the deal. I don't think that my one Dow has a chance. Like, I want to 2v1 this one French boat that's hidden, right? And to do that, I should probably bring my Bagla in from the Atlantic Ocean. It has good combat stats, you know, as 2, 2, and 2, as opposed to the 1, 1, and 3 of the Dow. And I believe the barks for the Catholics is going to be 1, 2, and 3. So the Bagla should get the job done. Now, will that disrupt things for a little bit? I think not, actually, because by having a boat, like... Actually, yeah, well, damn. Well, yeah, it will. So not having someone in the Atlantic is not going to let me... I was thinking that I could go through the Irish Sea and then trade around the Irish and then come around here. Because this isn't being counted right now because these boats were just moved in here during this turn. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to reach these ports. Should I not do that? I think I do really want to make sure I 2v1 that French boat. Or I just wait. I do that and then leave him out. And then I can wait until I can bring one of these boats in. They're both Dows. Oh, no, this is a Bagla. Oh, yeah, dude, let's do this. Let's 2v1 this guy here. Yeah, perfect. Because Baglas can move at least, not only can they move in the deep sea regions, but they can also move 2 regions at a time. So, oftentimes they can kind of surprise you. So this is perfect. I can 2v1 this French boat, and then at the same time, I can resecure my entire trade network, which is going to feel really, really good. Yeah. Because that 3 grand that I'm making right now is not even my full potential. Once, for example, these are counted again, because I'm moving back into these regions in this turn. And then same like here, I guess. Well, no, this is not going to make any difference. There's no port there, but still, yeah, this is going to make me more money by having a few of these regions available. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. And yeah, if I can get a ceasefire with, you know, French and the Egyptians, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. But until then, I guess I'm just going to have to sit here with my assassin and kill French bishops because, you know what? Get out of my land. Get off my porch. Other than that, though, yeah, as I was saying before, there's not really... I can't really, do anything. I can't afford anything right now. I did just realize this is my only son right now, so that's a little concerning. Prince Ibrahim, okay. He's not even the son. Yeah, he'd be the brother, right? I mean, his loyalty is okay. 2 acumen, 2 command. Good runner though. That's not good. Yeah, because he ran in the last battle. His army's gonna have -3 morale. That's really, really bad. Damn. Yeah, well, hopefully my new Khalifa can have some sons so that they can become the new heirs, as opposed to Ibrahim. Let's now see if the Egyptians still want to attack me, and let's see, they did reject the proposal for a ceasefire, which is really too bad. Yeah. Too bad. And let's see, what about the Turks? Yeah, the Turks rejected my proposal for a ceasefire as well. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's see, anything I need to really be aware of here? Nothing too fancy when it comes to that. And here's my homelands objectives. So I did score another 15 points off homelands, and I believe I have another point, I think, off of the conquest. Yeah, sweet. Good stuff. Yeah, I am far ahead. I really am. The next closest is going to be the Germans and the Italians. The Turks are doing pretty well as well. The Turks are at 50 points, so that's good. Yeah, but I'm at 63, so that feels pretty gosh darn good, yeah. Yeah, so for the time being, I just have to keep hanging on to the lands that I already have. And yeah, so I guess, yeah, it's a good thing that I'm not giving up any ground to the Egyptians. So they are bringing some more forces in, and yeah, it's going to be a question to see. I mean, I really do want to force a ceasefire on them. So I think I do just kind of get my army going again. How's my, yeah, almost at 5 grand. Oh, that feels so good. Almost at 5 grand, and that's at war. That's being at war with, you know, the Egyptians, the French, and the Turks. Imagine what I could be making if I just had peace with everyone. You know, so I suppose, yeah, the answer is rebuild this force and then go back in here and really just follow the original plan, right? Go into Egypt and, you know, kill their soldiers and try to burn down their buildings. I spent a lot of time rethinking my army compositions when it comes to attacking the Egyptians, and I think that I need to focus a little bit more on my Muwahid foot soldiers just because they have a bonus versus cavalry and camelry. And they're, you know, high attack, high charge, high morale. They're good spear units, and they can work alongside my Nubian spearmen, which are my more traditional 100-man sized units, whereas my Muwahid foot soldiers are just a 60-man unit of spear units. But I think those guys like working together along with archers, and then my cav. Maybe also I should also focus on camel archers. My unique unit, my Berber camels, because they can actually defend themselves in a melee against Saharan cavalry pretty well because they have a bonus versus cav. So even though they are a skirmish camel, they can still do surprisingly well, especially when they're fighting in the desert. So I think that maybe even switching out my camel archers for my foot archers, and then bringing some Morabitan infantry, my javelin men, because they can do well at also killing their cav. Javelins do really well at killing like cav and camels and, you know, Gulam bodyguards. So that's my idea right now. It's kind of switching out a couple camel archers for a couple units of Saharan cav, maybe dropping my desert archers completely and then bringing javelins. That's of course for the first wave. You know, for the reinforcements I can kind of tailor it depending on how I feel, but that's just kind of my thoughts going into this, because definitely, you know, anytime I lose, I have to kind of rethink things and kind of wonder, you know, what can I do better to survive the next round. So that's going to be the idea going forward here. So I do have yeah, I mean, let's see, 2,000, 2,500 monies to spend. It's not a ton, but I do need to get on it. Like, I can't just sit around waiting around. I do need to retrain this unit of Gulam bodyguards here. Like, you get going. These two guys, this is my Khalifa, and then this other family member who's only has 2 loyalties. So I want to keep him in the same province as my Khalifa at all times. So I want to make sure, how many Gulam bodyguards do I have here in Aragon? 3. Is that going to be enough? 4? 4s? Okay, I suppose. And then how many in Navarre? 1. And then 2. Yeah, 2's fine. I would like more down here in Cyrenacia for sure. Yeah, holy god. 8-star general. Let's see, Amir al-Din. Yeah, holy crap. That's insane. Oh my god, expert attacker. So he's gonna be an extra, so he's what, a 10-star general when he attacks? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh man. Is there anything, can I assassinate him? Man. How's my assassin doing? Or what level are you? Because I might need you to kill a 10-star freaking general. Where'd my assassin go? I think he's chasing someone, which is never a good feeling. Anytime a assassin or a spy chases someone into enemy territory, it's like, oh my god, he's gonna die. Yeah, he's in Wessex. Fuck. I mean, there's no border forts here, thank god, but come back. So yeah, you're 3 stars. Okay, I have another job for you, assassin. Come down to Cyrenacia. Yeah, cancel that mission. And there's no border forts in Egypt, so as soon as this... Well, there's no border forts in Sinai either. Huh. Fascinating. Should I go for the 3-star general first? Just because, I mean, he's pretty good. Natural leader is still +2 morale. So do I go for him first and then send my assassin after the 8-star general? Or do I just go big and try to get rid of him first? I don't know. But let's see if I can get lucky here with my assassin. Like, it's definitely, like, that's troublesome. And the fact that my general is a 2-star guy that's a good runner, you know, like, that's not good. That's not good. And he's my brother, my heir right now too, so. In any case, let's try to get some soldiers trained up and get ready to go for perhaps another round here. Okay, come on. How am I supposed to attack this French boat? Oh god, this is ridiculous. I can't. Can I get the French one? Oh my god, I got it. Wow. Yes. We are enemies, right? Yes. Launch the attack, please. I can't believe I was able to get the French fleet. Awesome. Okay. And while we're at it, let's keep trying to like get a ceasefire with the Turks, and then why not just keep talking to the Egyptians. And the Turks are still fighting the Byzantines, correct? Tell me they are. Tell me they are. No. just me. Come on, guys. Finish off the Byzantines. Like, you're right there. Jesus. Don't let them build up. Really. Don't. You have them on the ropes, guys. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What am I going to do with you guys over here? Oh, well, I'm going to be building a bunch of buildings and units, and I'm not going to be able to afford all of them, but hopefully over time I can, get them all going, because I really do need as many units as I can get going right now. So I'm just going to drop a save, and let's see. That's good, and I did move that stack over, right? Yeah, so I have my other stack over here, so now I can try to merge some of these guys together. And now I do have a few spearmen, just in case they do want to attack. So I don't think they will, though. This is not enough here in Egypt. They have to bring over this 8-star god general over from Sinai if they want to have a chance of beating me here. So I'm just going to be laying low on my end. Let's see if the French and the Egyptians want to follow suit. Oh dear, and also the Egyptians somehow are the happiest folk. Well, that's not good for me. The Turkish Sultan has died from an illness. Okay, well, it's worth that I go check in on him and see what he's up to. And it looks like, yeah, the Egyptians really don't want that ceasefire, and same thing with the Turks. They also don't want a ceasefire with me. So let's see, anything that I need to really keep an eye on here? Nothing that has anything to do with an heir or my caliph. So that's yeah, that's okay. Now let's look at this. Okay, so this is cool. There's some new things here in the Glorious Achievements panel. First, let's look at the Alhambra, the Red Palace. This is it's a splendid government citadel on the plateau overlooking the city of Granada, and it will mark a claim to permanent dominance over Spain. So I will get 4 points if I build... what is it again? Oh, yeah, citadel. So I need to build a citadel in Granada, yeah. And that's easy enough. A citadel is the 4th tier castle, I believe. And in medieval Total War, there is 5 tiers. I'm pretty sure there's a fortress after citadel. So, yeah, it goes fort, keep, castle, citadel, and then fortress. So, I mean, it's going to take a while to build for sure, but I have plenty of time. 1205 to 1320. Yeah, I've 100 years. I've more than 100 years to build a citadel there. So, that's going to be an easy 4 points. And then also Iberian Almohad civilization. What is this one? So despite their conflict for territory, there's common ground between Spanish and Berber culture. Points are counted in 1204, 1320, and 1453. No matter who owns the provinces, there must be more than 30 buildings or upgrades in Castile, Granada, Aragon, and Cordoba. Okay, interesting. So the points are counted in 1204, 1320, and 1453. So I have a chance of getting... So is this... Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Is this 2 points for Castile and Granada, and then 1 point per Aragon and Cordoba? That's what would make sense to me. So if that's the case, I would have a chance of getting 6 points for each of 1204, 1320, and 1454 or 1453 off of all of these. So yeah, that's doable, I suppose. 30 is a lot, but again, let's see. Can I get that done in the time for 1204? I don't know. That's going to be a little bit tight. Maybe, gosh, maybe I can start spamming like small cheap buildings instead of going for the, like, you know, extra tier castles. So it's Cordoba. What is it again? I already forgot. So it's Castile, Granada, Aragon, and Cordoba. So Castile, Aragon, Cordoba, Granada. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to get that done. Now, they did leave their 3-star general here in Egypt, so let's go see if I can cap him. My 3-star assassin, what's the chances that you can kill this guy for me? 34% chance. It's not bad. I'll take it. I will take it. So if I'm just, you know, maybe if I lose an assassin, let's get some more assassins going for sure. And how's my money looking? Making over 5 grand. Sweet. That feels good. That definitely feels good. And now bringing in some more spearmen from Algeria. And oh yeah, I did one of my viewers did mention something, which is that I should probably start looking at getting some Arab infantry instead of my Almohad urban militia for my desert fighting, because they do have low enough armor. So how do I build Arab infantry? I actually don't know. What is it going to take to train them up? Ah, got it. So I just need a swordsmith, but it needs to be built in. So yeah, obviously Arab infantry is geographically restricted. So it's an infantryman that I can only train in, I'm assuming, these provinces. I'm assuming the Egyptians can also train them as well. But yeah, I need to get some Arab infantry going. Should I do that here in Tunisia? I mean, I've just been building boats here, but I need to get a town watch first, and then a spearman, and then a swordsmith, I believe. I think that's going to be the play there. I'm still getting a little bit used to the tech tree in this game. It's a little bit interesting for sure. I mean, it's kind of out there, and I haven't had everything memorized by now, but, you know, I'll get there eventually. Now, maybe it's time for me to get Ibn Mardanish. This is my historical general. Maybe it's time for me to get him down to Cyrenaica. I don't like it's not the greatest because he's in a militia sergeant unit and they don't have any shields and he's infantry, so like it's not going to be great to have a general, like a foot-based general down here. But considering that they're bringing out the big guns here, like with their historical general, I might need to bring my guy in to try to hold the line here. So, you know, 4-star general, that's good. There's no traits on him, so that's interesting. But in any case, yeah, I'll make use of him for sure. Oh heck! Speaking of 4-star generals, we got Yusuf Ben Yaqub, and this guy, I believe this guy is based off of some. So this is actually like one of the caliphas for the Almohads, which is interesting because in this case he's not my Khalifa. Obviously, he's one of the generals. Now, so what do we got? He's 4 acumen, 4 command, 3 dread, a bunch of piety, and a bunch of loyalty. So, yeah, good leader, good governor, good stuff. He's in a Saharan Cav unit, which is not ideal, but at least he is in a horse, which I would prefer. You know, that's fine. Now, he's a believer. That's +1 piety. Now, I've actually looked this one up before because there's like a list online where I can try to see all of the historical generals for their factions. And in this case, I feel like this person actually is... I think he's a couple people rolled into one, honestly. Or maybe not. Maybe this is the... is it the second Khalifa of the Almohads? The one who is the son of... Oh gosh, what was the first guy's name? Mumin? Something Ibn Mumin, and then gosh, I want to say this guy was the son, but I'm not sure. Believer sounds right. +1 piety. And then, yeah, Yusuf Ben Yaqub. I would have to look that one up. Yeah, I was right. I just looked it up. So he is the son of Abd al-Mumin. So he is the second Almohad Khalifa. And yeah, he was a kind of a nerd. So that's why he's at the believer thing, because he's kind of a, well, I mean, a nerd. He was a big theologian kind of guy. Not a great general, if I remember correctly. I think that he kind of he's kind of busy. Oh yeah, that's right. He tried to he died at the siege of Santarem. Yeah. So he wasn't a good attacker for sure. He siege, I believe Santarem is somewhere in Portugal, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know for sure, but he kind of retreated from that and then died on the road because he kind of wasn't a great military leader. But in this case, I mean, if this is where'd he go? I lost him. Where'd he go? I mean, in this case, 4-star general is not bad, 4 acumen for sure. So totally having 2 historical generals here feels pretty good. In fact, I might just move Ibn Mardanish back to Aragon just because I don't really need him. In this case, like I was saying, I don't really like militia sergeants fighting against cavalry in the desert. That seems kind of dumb, but having a 4-star general who's a unit of Saharan cavalry feels actually, feels pretty good. And he has 3 valor because he's getting a +1 valor from Cyrenacia and then another 2 valor from his 4 stars. So all in all, I'm pretty happy about that. If the Turks do not want to get a ceasefire with me the old-fashioned way, then I suppose it is going to be worth it for me to actually just pull out and do what I was planning on doing the last time. So I think it's going to be you, and then I think you also probably need to do that. But actually, I guess I can wait. I can keep you here for now, so I can keep making money off of these ports. In fact, you as well can stay here, so I can make money off this port. And yeah, that looks good. And then yeah, so I can move these guys back to the Aegean, and then I can move them to the Sea of Crete, and hopefully that's going to be enough for me to get that Turkish ceasefire. Yeah. Yep, that's going to be the play there, because I want to be trading with them. This is unacceptable. So, and that's going to be the plan there. And let's see if my assassin can get its first kill against a hard target this time, a general. Other than that, though, everything is looking pretty okay here. So I'm just going to be retraining some of my damaged soldiers here in Cyrenacia. So hopefully the Egyptians don't attack me in the interim, but yeah, we will see. We will see indeed. So let's just do a double check. I want to make sure that my sea lanes are looking okay. Oh yeah, that's right. The French ship did get away from me. Okay, so I'm glad that I did double check that. Let's move my Bagala up here to try to chase him down. And yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that for sure. It's just the one French boat in the water, I believe. So let's just keep going back to this and see how we're looking. Everything's looking pretty good. So yep, unfortunately we are going to be losing trade up here in the Black Sea, but if I can, I mean, it's going to be worth it if I can get that ceasefire with the Turks. So let's save a game here and then end this here. Ah, gosh darn. A body has been found that matches the description of one of our agents. His mission was a failure. Ah, well. I'll have more, and we did sink that French ship. Nice. That feels good. And let's see. The Egyptians still don't want the ceasefire. Yeah, he says that the time is not yet right for such a step, but claims that he neither offers further insult nor plans aggressive action against you. Well, we will see about that. And the Turks also don't want that ceasefire. So yeah, we're gonna have to continue with Operation Vacate Turkish Seas and get out of here. And yeah, just one more turn before we can do that. How much did that hurt my income? Yeah, down to 4,000. So yeah, losing 1,000 income per turn by kind of backing out here, but hopefully in the long run it's going to be fine. So we will see. And I was able to start building. Looks like I wasn't given a message that I wasn't able to afford all of my things for once, which is nice. So that means I can finally start pretty much building without holding back at all. So hopefully I can get an army that's worthy of attacking the Egyptians again. And check out the Emir of Salif, or the Emir of Salih, He's now suspicious because after surviving an assassination attempt, he's suspicious of all around him, and his justice is swifter and harsher than most. So I've given him +1 dread by trying to kill him and, failing. And it's funny because there's different lines that can go. There's different vices and virtues lines. So I feel like sometimes you can actually reduce, like, I don't know, you can make them like, I think there's some bad ones. I can't remember what they are, but I think there is ways of, just by attempting assassinations, even if they do survive them, you like make them a worse leader for some reason. I can't quite remember. Looks like the Egyptians do have a boat in the Nile coast, so I'm going to try to remove that. And yeah, just kind of further hamper their plans a little bit. I mean, if they're not going to accept a ceasefire, then it's, it's all out war. So let's keep training up soldiers, and maybe in a few turns here I'll be ready to go in for a round 2 there. We were able to sink the Egyptian boat off the Nile coast, so that's going to feel pretty good. And I do have a large military force as well, so awesome. Town watch is finished in Tunisia, so I can start building up to getting... What did I want? The Arab infantry? Yeah, cool. Spearmakers completed in Castile, so that I can... I can't keep track of everything. What was I going for in Castile? I think I was actually going for maybe my... I can't remember. I think I can actually train Moahid foot soldiers now. Is that what it is? And Spearmakers also complete here in Aragon. Got a deep thinker and a drinker. Alright. So, let's see. I saw a German crusade marching around, and I wonder who they're at war with. So, let's take a peek. And so, yes, the Germans are marching towards the Egyptians. So I wonder if that means we can possibly get that ceasefire now, so that because the Egyptians now have to worry about the Germans coming in. And also, I should be able to just move all of my ships here away from the Aegean, here, 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 and here, and then here as well, and then here as well. And we are going to take a big hit. Yeah, we're making 4,100, but we're going to take a big hit by moving these ships out. But I think that means... Yeah... These are the provinces that border... Oh yeah, here as well. Need to move you out. Oh damn, so do I need to move... Damn, I need to move these guys, don't I? Because they're bordering Greece. Crap. Oh well, I guess it's gonna be one more turn. Yeah, damn, that's... The Turks have a really annoying territory because it's so expansive. My god, it takes up so much space. So yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. It could be worth it to really... be able to trade with them. How many ports do they have? One here in Nicaea. And then one in Constantinople. And... Is that it? Am I doing all of this just for 2 ports? But Constantinople can be really good. I mean, they have a lot of stuff here. Because trade works, it's not just export, it's also import as well. I'm not just making money off of the stuff that I have, I'm making money off the stuff that they have as well. So... What is this? This is dyes? Yeah, dyes and grain and silk. So I have this heir who's 2 stars, and he's the guy who's the good runner, so -3 morale. Not good, right? So I don't really want to bring him back to the front against the Egyptians. I'd rather have him up here, kind of hiding amongst better generals. And what I'm thinking is, he's a pretty goddamn good general. 5 stars, 5 acumen. He should actually be a governor as well. And he's also a charismatic leader, so he's going to have, +3 morale, which is great. And then also +30 happiness. If I do make him a governor, that would count for a lot. Yeah, Ibn Idris. Yeah, you need to be doing stuff for me. So how about I bring you down to Cyrenaica to lead my armies here? You will be alongside your... In an alternative world, you'll be alongside your leader, but in this case, just another general, Yusuf Ben Yaqub, who is also a good general, but I want, my Gulam bodyguard general down there, and that's still going to leave me with a pretty decent general up here, another 5-star, Amir Ibn Khalid. It's going to be my 5-star command, and, 5 dread. He's good. He's really, really good. He doesn't have that +3 morale like the other one does, but this guy's still pretty goddamn good, so... Yeah, he has 4 valor, so he's going to be fighting pretty hard. And that's going to feel a bit better for me, I think, so. Yeah, this feels good. Let's just kind of drop another save and keep moving on here. I did build a ribat here in Morocco. And this is going to give +2 morale. So instead of the +1 morale I get from the mosque, this is going to give me +2 morale. And this also is going to allow me to build my jihads, which is going to be really powerful as well, because unlike a crusade for the Catholics, where you can only have one crusade going at one time, you can launch as many jihads as you want. Now, they work a little bit differently. For a jihad, it only works on provinces that were previously owned by myself, so they can be used kind of defensively. They can also be used in a sense where if I can essentially defend my borders with like a couple units hanging out in a garrison, right? Like a couple peasants, and then not having any standing army, and then just a bunch of jihads waiting, and I can use those jihads to send them and just get a bunch of units all at once immediately. And that is a strategy that has been recommended to me by at least one of my viewers, and then I have seen it also on the forums as well, that's how people use it. Now, I've kind of stayed away from that just because I wanted to have strong borders so that I could try to avoid having wars with my neighbors, and as you can see, clearly that's not working too well. Now, in this case, I feel like we're a little bit past the point of me like disbanding all of my armies and, you know, just depending on jihads, because I literally, you know, have like 5 stacks of French armies, you know, sitting on my borders. So that's probably not what's going to happen here, but it's still nice having a jihad or two kind of in my pocket, just in case I need to retake either Aragon or Navarre or Cyrenaica, and, you know, get some decent units just right away. So yeah, I'll be definitely getting some jihads going here. And a mosque is finished here in Granada for that +1 morale. And then they also allow me to train my alims, my religious agents. And same here in Cordoba. Spearmaker's Workshop is completed here in Algeria. And then, let's see, the Turks still don't want to accept my ceasefire. And then the French, same thing. My Khalifa, Mohammed I, he's a builder now, so +1 happiness in all provinces. Good job for you, man. And let's see, weak principles. Okay, not a big deal. Oh yikes! Yep, that's my income dropping by a lot, down to 2,000. But at least I'm still in the green, you know, right? Like, we've seen worse times. So if I can get that automatic ceasefire with the Turks, you know, that's gonna be worth it, hopefully. And I'm thinking about this German crusade, and I'm thinking like, it's different when the Byzantines are here, but the Byzantines will still let a crusade go through their lands, but Muslims won't. So like, this crusade is going to come up to the Turks, whether it's here in Greece or in Constantinople, and they're going to be like, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it to all this land and threaten the Egyptian territories. Although, with that being said, I do think that Egyptian territories, do they own Anatolia? I think the Turks just have like Nicaea, Constantinople, and then Greece, right? It's like really awkward. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens with them. It would be nice if that crusade actually does threaten the Egyptian territories, so that would hopefully pressure the Egyptians into getting a ceasefire with me, but one can only dream, you know? Here we go, Prince Omar is now of age, and that's good news, because I think that means that he's going to take over as heir for my brother. So let's take a peek at him and see. Prince Umar, what do you got? So pride, okay, so -2 command, -2 acumen, +3 valor, so, you know, decent fighter, but not a good leader. And then great warrior, so, you know, he'll have good health as well. So, okay, not great. Not a good start. Also, the fact that he's a 2-star general is not great either. How's his loyalty? Loyalty's good. And yeah, good acumen as well. Alright, that's totally fine. I will take that. Good acumen is fantastic. And good dread as well, so he'll keep people in line. So he's just not a leader. That's totally fine. Man, crazy to think. Like, he has -2 acumen because of his pride, but like, you know, so he would be 8 acumen if he wasn't so proud, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. And do I want to bring him to Cyrenaica? I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting ready. I do want to go into Egypt and try to get another attack going here. Let's see. Do cancel, no, do not cancel the mission. What do we got here? So, yeah, still a bunch of camels, Saharan Cav, nothing crazy, some Muwahid foot soldiers, some Saracen infantry, some armor upgrades, some Mamluk horse archers. Okay, they're pretty decent, aren't they? Yeah. That's actually their best unit, but they only have one of them so far, so... But the king is right here, hanging out, so he can reinforce if I attack. And what do you know it? We have another Egyptian boat that we can sink, so let's go in here and get rid of them. And let's, yeah, so income is dropping. So let's go back in here and, oh, did we get our ceasefire? No, we did not get our ceasefire with the Turks. What am I bordering? Am I bordering any of their lands right now? Or do I have to wait one more turn? I might have to wait one more turn. I'm still a little bit fuzzy on how these sea rules of engagement works. Now I did get an assassin ended up on enemy territory. He got lucky because there's a border fort in here, so he could have died. But he did kill the Egyptian emissary. Let's try to get you out of here. Let's bring you back to safety, bud. So you are rank 1, but still. Let's get you up to rank 3 before we start sending you into enemy territory on purpose. Aw, man, one of my assassins that was trying to kill a bishop just died, so that's too bad. That was an 83% chance to kill him, and he failed, so that is too bad. Now, let's see, yeah, my assassin is, yeah, he's getting the job done here. The other assassin's getting the job done here, and what? What? I lost 2 ships sinking the Egyptians 1 boat? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh god, that's so hard. That's so hard. Okay. And oh, thank God. Oh wow. The Egyptians have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. What? Wow, that's surprising actually. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful news. Let's go celebrate. Let's look at how much money we're making. Okay, not a lot. But that's maybe that's not counting. Well, first off, I'm gonna have to get my guys back into these provinces. Did I get a ceasefire with the Turks? Yes, I did. Wait, what? I thought, did I read that wrong? I thought it said that the Egyptians accepted my ceasefire. I must have read that wrong. Jesus. Oh man, I thought, oh, I was so excited. Yeah, I was wondering, I was gonna say, I was like, they accepted my ceasefire. They have like 3 stacks on my border, you know, like they look like they're really ready to attack me, you know, so that would have been shocking. But in any case, I did get my automatic ceasefire with the Turks by, you know, vacating their sea territories. So let's go back to filling up these gaps here. Well, what do we have here? A French crusade, is it? I mean, it's a French crusade marker. It's not quite a crusade yet, but we'll see which direction it's going to be aimed. I'm guessing it's me. I'm going to throw that out there. I'm guessing that that's going to be aimed towards my territories, and if that's going to be the case, then it's going to be extremely tempting to bypass Aquitaine and simply send an expeditionary force through either Brittany or Normandy, and it's just a 2-step process. Go on there, take Brittany, or not even take it, just, you know, land there, and then go into Anjou. And then even if we do destroy the port, you know, on accident, we can still go through Normandy and escape. That seems, yeah, that seems like the play. That'd be really good. If we can get like a French Civil War. Oh my God. Look at all these royal knights. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a lot. 5, 6, 7. Wow. Wow. And a lot of them are still the sons, like in the family. Yeah, like how's the king? The king's not, you know, doing great. Yeah, 3 influence. Oh my goodness. So if he loses a crusade, he's going to be going down. Like there's going to be a civil war, I'd be guessing. Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. That'd be so good. How's France doing? 41 points. So not great. Like Germany's above them. But Germany, I feel like I don't see Germany usually do well. So yeah, Germany's just at war. So they are at war with the Turks now. So they must be on the borders somewhere. Yeah, I want to get my boats back in these territories so I can start spying on these territories again. Huh, interesting. Yeah, usually Germany doesn't do that well, so it's going to be curious to see, you know, if they continue their success so far. I mean, usually I'm more worried about the French, but in this case, I mean, if I can destroy that chapter house after they launch this crusade, that could get rid of this 3 influence king. What else does he have? Okay, nothing crazy there. Interesting. Huh. I wonder, so how's his generals look? Good loyalty. Loyalty is good. I want to see if there's any low loyalty generals here. No, they're all looking pretty okay right there. Well, how about these guys? You know, so like you're okay. So I'll look for the guys with the stars. Yeah, you're looking okay. Yeah, you're decent. Yeah, he's some good generals. So maybe there's not going to be a civil war. How about over here? Yeah, and then yeah, they have. It's hard to say. It really is. Yeah, I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that. What about these generals up here? Ooh, 3 loyalty. Okay, so maybe he'll lose some generals that are up here fighting. Well, that were fighting in England, and only 2 loyalty on this peasant general. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, that's worth keeping an eye on. And if that crusade is sent, not even in my direction, even if it's like sent towards the Turks or the Egyptians, it's still probably worth, you know, taking care of this. And, you know, just to have that minus influence penalty on their king. Okay, I'm not reading this wrong, right? This does say the Egyptians have accepted my offer of a ceasefire. Okay. All right. So my Khalifa is now a great builder, so +1 loyalty to all generals, +1 happiness, all good stuff. Muhammad ibn Bulugan, approachable manner. Yeah, I love that name. Bulugan. I love it. All right, let me just, you know, triple check here. So yes, we're only at war with the French. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. And yeah, we're almost up to making 4 grand again. So once I get a couple boats into the Adriatic, and then once I get you into the Sea of Marmara, and that's gonna help with that. And let's see, what else do I need? I should have brought you up here. So you go up here, and then boom, boom, and then next turn I'll have a boat in the Black Sea. Awesome, cool. Yeah, that's good. And then hopefully, maybe it'll get me up to 6 grand. Maybe, I don't know. I can only hope. Let me just double check to see if there's no French boats. No, there's no French boats. Yeah. And that crusade, okay, so that crusade is going somewhere. So who did the French just declare war with? So yeah, they're also, so they sent their crusade towards the Egyptians. I can tell because it's no longer here, and they're at war with the Egyptians. Yeah, I know, I'm a detective. So that's, yeah, I should really go after Anjou. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what do I want? I probably want 3 stacks, bare minimum, to go in there and try to snipe that. I might be able to spare some troops for my front, but, I mean, France does still have, you know, 4 or 5 stacks here in Aquitaine. This isn't much here in Toulouse, but, you know, having 5 in Aquitaine is dangerous because this is the province that threatens both Aragon and Navarre. So, I might need to... Yeah, it's going to be curious. I might be able to bring in some soldiers from my front here, but I also will have to train up a few soldiers, like, you know, as fast as possible. So that's going to be the play there, and I think I will. I think I'll be able to go in there and sack Anjou before that crusade, you know, before anything happens there with that crusade. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. Also, I can use that to possibly kind of talk the French into having a ceasefire. So I can always, you know, hope for that and make some money in the meantime, and maybe I can cause a little French civil war as well, and cause some big damage to my greatest enemies so far. But you know what? That is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Constep, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.